Okay, so this is number 29 from the Sycamore Invitational, and I've drawn the rectangle in, and then we've got to draw an E, which is on BC, and it tells you that BE equals 4, and since BC is 8, that means that E actually turns out to be a midpoint of this side, so we know both of those lengths are 4. And then it says F is on AD, such that DF equals 2, and so you've got your F here, which gives you a length of 2 for FD, which means AF is 6. Then we extend those, so it says AE is extended through E, such that it meets up with DC over here, and that is point H. And then we were also told that if we connected BF, that this point here is G. And our goal in this problem is to find the ratio of AG, this segment, to EH, that segment. This is somewhat of a very common looking picture, and it has to do with similar triangles. There are a lot of different similar triangles in this picture. Sometimes we extend this side, and we find out that, if we give this a point I, that IGH is similar to AGB. We also can note, because of the right angles, that the big triangle ADH is a right triangle, and it shares an angle with ECH, that angle H, which means that those two triangles are similar. And so we have lots of similarities here. Because of this similarity, we can actually get pretty far, and that is, this length is 4, AD is 8, which means that it's exactly half, and so that means if this is 12, this is also 12. And if those two are 12, then we can actually calculate what EH is. And that is done by using the Pythagorean theorem. And so if we use the Pythagorean theorem, we can do 4 squared plus 12 squared equals EH squared, which gives me EH equals the square root of 160, or 4 root 10. And so we know that EH equals 4 square root of 10. And so that was useful. And using that, we also know then that AE is 4 square root of 10. And that is because AE is exactly half of AH, and since EH is 4 square root of 10, AE is 4 square root of 10. And then the last thing we need to do is recognize that these two triangles are similar. And they both have a base of 4 and 6, which means the ratio of their sides is 2 to 3. That means that if this is 3x, then this is 2x, because of the ratio of those two triangles, which means 5x equals 4 root 10. So x equals 4 root 10 over 5. Or not 4. Yeah, 4 root 10 over 5. And so that means that this length here is 3 times that, which gives you 12 root 10 over 5. You want the ratio of AG, which is 12 root 10 over 5, to EH, which is 4 root 10. Simplifying this, you just multiply by 1 over 4 root 10. Root 10s cancel, this cancels to 3, and you get 3/5 as your answer. So the ratio of AG to EH is 3/5. There are a couple other ways that you could solve this, but the one I showed you is probably the most efficient way of getting there.